Hi guys, it's Yvette here from the Uniquely Creative Design team. I'm putting together a layout today featuring the September kit, which is the Once Upon a Christmas collection. It's a beautiful collection of blues and reds and black and white. I really love it, and this photo fits perfectly with it, so I'm going to use this photo. It's 5x7 landscape. It's of my middle daughter when she was a bit younger, and it's very Christmassy. She's got a Santa cap on, so that's why I've chosen it to go with this one. I've decided to just do some strips of all the pattern papers because they're all so pretty, and I'm just deciding on my strips which ones I'm going to use. This went through a long process of deciding which ones to use, so I have put it on fast forward, and you won't have to watch the whole process of me cutting all the bits out. And now I'm just using some tags, and I'm just doing lots of layers. I'll put some baker's twine in the tops of them to finish them off, and I keep adding and adding until I'm happy with my layout. It doesn't end up like this. It goes through a couple more twists and turns. I'm thinking about ribbon, but that doesn't go on either. I just have a little play around, but I did leave this footage in because it is interesting how your brain works when you're doing a layout. I tried lots of things. I even tried to turn the whole strip thing vertical instead of horizontal, so that's that little bit of footage there, and I didn't really love it. I quite liked it the other way around, so it's gets changed back to the horizontal way, and I'm liking that better. I still haven't committed to sticking anything down just yet, but we are getting close. I do like the little lace, so I'm going to add that at the bottom, but I don't go ahead with that piece of red and white striped ribbon that comes out. The next bit is just me playing with things again and deciding which pieces are going where and whether I'll add in the extra tags and stuff. I'm really trying hard to put that word, laser cut word on, but it doesn't make the cut. It goes on to another layout. So that's Polly at the top of the screen. She wants to play, and she is not giving up. She keeps on coming back and trying to play with my scrapbooking stuff. Anyway, I'm cutting out some more tags, and these are going to be layered with the other tags, and I just put some baker's twine through the holes in those, and I'm also going to add some foam tape between them eventually. So I've got to commit to these strips, but Polly is not leaving me alone. But I'm pressing ahead. We've got some foam going on the back of the photo to set it up a little bit. And I'm going to leave the strips just flat on the paper, but I do use a distresser to distress the edges of some of the pieces that are behind the photo. So I'm just cutting pieces of foam. I buy that foam from Spotlight. I find it's really a really cheap alternative to buying lots of the foam adhesive that you buy, that the scrapbooking shops have, because I use so much of it, and I like the really big sheets. So I got it on special at Spotlight, and I bought like a whole packet for $10, and they're in little sheets, and one side is adhesive and the other side is not. So I just cut it up, stick it to whatever I'm needing to stick, and then use glue to stick it to the layout. So just distressing those strips of paper. Some of them are long and they're quite easy to use the distress tool on. The little shorter pieces that I've got, I actually use my fingernail and just distress them like that with my fingernail, rough them up a little bit just to give them a little bit of a roughed up edge. I'm just sticking those down with double-sided tape straight onto the white cardstock. I've been obsessing over which strips I'm going to have where for so long. I've got to commit to doing something, and I'm just deciding which bits go where. After I finish doing the strips at the back behind the photo, I'm going to put some adhesive on the little layers of tags that I've made up, and I'm going to stick those down to the left of the page underneath the photo. I haven't actually stuck my photo down yet, but that's coming. I just wanted to make sure that I get everything in place first, and choose which pieces that I'm going to definitely use. So I play around for a little bit with those and decide on the Be of Good Cheer little round piece that I've got in my hand. I'm going to add in a little bit of that white lace that comes in the kit, just with some tacky glue at the bottom of the photo. So I'm going to put that on first, and then my photo will sit just on the edge of that. So sometimes I stick my photos down with double-sided tape, but sometimes it doesn't really adhere to the foam all that well. So a lot of the time I will use the tacky glue to stick that down, but I've just used the double-sided tape there. At least it can be pulled off if I need to. So I've just used my T-square ruler to make sure that my photo's on straight. And I've used the tag die cut to cut the white glitter paper out and use as that tag that I'm just adding there. I just used the little half, the topper, because I didn't need the whole tag. And there's a little bit of holly cut out, fussy cut, and a little couple of little tabs out of the Creative Cuts and also off the cut apart sheet, and some baker's twine to finish that top bit off. And then I decided that I was going to use one of those wood elements on there, and I used some Distress Oxide to colour one of the wood elements, and then I didn't like that, so I pulled the heart out of the laser cut, and I've just used some I think it's called Festive Berries, I think it is, a Distress Oxide, and then some embossing ink. And now I'm just going to put some clear embossing powder over the top and heat this up to give it a nice finish. So it's got a little rim around the edge which I can grab it by, so that made it a little bit easier. Just put that back and put the lid on so I don't knock it over, and I'm just going to heat that one up, and it makes a beautiful embellishment, a little bit different texture because it's shiny and smooth. I did that with some of those wood elements as well, but I didn't use those on this project, but I did a white one with some white embossing powder, and the red one, and a silver one as well, which I actually use. Sorry, you can't see that very well. I actually use those on the mini album that I make with this kit as well. So just finishing up there. And that one is going to go on the layout on the right hand side. That's just the name of the ink, and I'm going to sit that up with a little bit of foam. A little bit fiddly, but it looks cute when it's stuck up a little bit higher than everything else, so you can see the shine on it. Came up really cute. Just put a little pop of red on the right hand side. Then I've had some enamel dots, and then I'm going to put a little bit of paper extra in the left and the right hand top side with, I've just outlined that with a black Sharpie, and then I just splatter some black ink with a paintbrush around. I've just got that piece of paper over the photo, and that's a finished layout. Here's some close-ups. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you'll join me for my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.